Staging. You've heard me talk about staging a lot. This is actually a follow-up video, my last one, because if you think staging is just about rearranging furniture, you could be missing out on a big secret that I'm going to tell you here. All my secrets. These are things I share with all my clients. This could make a difference between a good offer and an amazing offer, a fast sale, tons more money in your pocket while you're waving goodbye to your house. It's pretty good, right? So in today's market, first impressions, especially right now, the market's shifting. It's everything. A well-staged room is key to attracting top dollar offers. Now, you've been hearing me say this for a while. This is it. But the catch is, most sellers don't look at this. I sit in their living rooms and we talk about it and they said, really? I've got to do that? Yes. So today we're going to kind of pull back the curtain, I call it, on my expert staging tips. Things like I said, if you were sitting right in front of me and you're my client, I'm telling you, here's what we're going to do to sell your home fast for top dollar. I don't want you to see you leaving thousands of dollars on the table. So if you're getting ready to sell your home, you've probably heard that staging is a must. You're like, oh, I don't want to do all that. It's a lot of work. Well, that's what your realtor's there for you to do. That's what we do. Like I said, this video is a follow-up on our part 2 of our last video where I talked about how to stage a home for your photo shoot. And because there's different staging, there's staging for photos and then there's also staging for showings, 2 different things. So we're going to go through these guidelines to make your home irresistible to buyers online and actually in the house. These are my tips. Like I said, I would be giving this if you were my client. We're going to go through each guideline. So at the end of the video, you'll have everything you need to make your home stand out, okay? Now, I do mention for each one the importance of staging for photos versus for showing. So keep an eye on that. As you can see from my staging for photos video, there is a difference. I'm going to go through that with you today. You ready? Buckle up, get your notebook out. Okay, step number 1, pretty important thing is removing all unnecessary furniture. And this is really important for photos and for showings. Although for showings, we kind of keep a chair out that we took out for photos, we kind of put it back in for showings. That's not a problem. So we want to get this furniture sight unseen. You want people to envision their things in your room and kind of unfold the space. Achieve an illusion, I would say, of the openness of the room that can grow, because the more furniture you have, the more it shrinks the perception of space, such as an oversized chair or an extra side table or extra bookshelf that is not needed. It makes the room feel smaller and it attracts from offers. It attracts from people even coming to the house. And less people coming usually have less offers. So what we do is take a hard look at every room in your home. And if a piece of furniture doesn't serve a clear functional purpose, it's kind of time to let it go. If it's your special chair, come on, this is for a good cause. So clear away everything that's not essential, create a blank canvas. Let buyers imagining themselves in your home. Because what's really important is buyers are moving because they need more space. That's usually the case. Now, if you can store these things off-site rather than in your garage or basement, out of sight, out of mind, this strategy alone can significantly increase the perceived value of your home because less clutter means more space. And more space translates into more money in your pocket. I've said that many times. So buyers really aren't paying for more of square footage as much, but the feeling of space and the possibility of it, okay? So, for example, here's a picture. This is a lot of stuff in the room. Obviously, this is the time we first went to their house for the appointment. And then after we staged it, cleaned up a little bit, we just made the room feel bigger and larger for the buyers to see. Number 2, no furniture in front of the windows. Now, some of the photos I'll show you before, you'll see that stuff in the front of the windows. This is a must for staging for photos. Must. So it's a simple guideline, I can make or break your first impression. You don't want to put furniture in front of the windows. So what do I see a lot? I see lamps in front of the windows. See couches in front of the windows. You want the natural light to shine in. It's really powerful. It shows up in photos if you're a good photographer. It's the asset of your home that you can offer to a buyer that presumes love. They love this. They love warmth. They love the open atmosphere. And when you make a space feel larger, and it lifts them the entire mood, the sense of comfort and well-being. So if you block the light coming in with a couch or a chair or a lamp, the room feels darker, smaller, less appealing. Check it out for yourself. Take a picture of your room, a lamp in front of the window. It's not good. You close it off. You take off that spark, the emotional connection that the buyers want to have with your home. They don't even know why they're not interested anymore. They kind of just shift let's go on to the next house. So rearrange your furniture with purpose. Keep windows clear to allow sunlight to flow into the room. Create a bright, airy, open space. Makes buyers feel instantly at ease. They're more willing to imagine themselves living there. Things like that. So I have a picture here, lots of stuff in the room, in front of windows and everything. And then now this photo showing it open and airy. And we have tons of photos like this. I mean, I can kind of go through my database, but I've got tons of before and afters just showing this one tip alone, not putting anything in front of your window. Next, we're going to talk about no furniture in the corners. And I'm deep diving. I'm not just saying get rid of stuff. This is like corners. Why, Diane? It's a must for staging for photos, because when you have stuff in the corners, take a picture of, put something in your corner, like a chair from your dining room. Sometimes people put that in the corner. Try that and then take a picture putting it under the table and having you'll see it opens up the eye space. Now, I do like it also for showings, but if we can't do it, that's fine. But you don't want to put stuff in corners. First glance. So you think, oh, let's put the chair, in the corner. It might be better, it might be more efficient space or maximize space. But in reality, it just does the opposite. Try it for yourself. When furniture is crammed in corners, it virtually kind of chops up the room. It definitely makes it smaller and tighter and a feeling of more confined. And when buyers walk into the room, they see the picture online. The last thing you want them is to feel restricted by cluttered layouts. Now, when they see it online, they don't even understand. They just want to see that their eyes goes not to the corner and it's a blank canvas. Okay, that's the idea online. But for showings, they can actually feel it when they come in the room. So open corners kind of just allows the space to flow naturally, gives an illusion of a larger, more expansive area, especially for photos. So keep corners clean, open, maintain that sense of airness and calm that buyers subconsciously, it's a subconscious thing, that they gravitate towards. Just it creates an environment where they can, like I said many times, easily envision themselves moving through the space, entertaining guests, enjoying the comfort, So they want to know what your home offers. Number 4, pack away all your knickknacks, your stuff. And it's a must for both, for showings for sure, and for photos. So pack them away, like little trinkets, souvenirs. I know they hold deep sentimental value. They tell your stories, your memories, and makes your home feel like for you. But when it comes to selling, these things do more harm than good. They just add to the clutter. They come to distractions. Buyers pull away their attention. Oh, what's this from? Look at this cute little thing, right? They want to understand about your home, and they're in your home, and they want to see it online. They want to see nothing. The goal is not to know your life story, but put their life story, their photo on that space for them and fold the space for them. So everything you put, decorative item that you leave out, makes it harder for people to see their things there. And you want to create a clear, neutral space. It feels open, inviting. Clear off the coffee tables, end tables, bookshelves, countertops. When you do that, it immediately makes the room feel bigger, more organized, more appealing, creates a blank slate for buyers to project their own tastes and preferences and their dreams. So here is a before picture. It's just a cluttered area, things kind of everywhere. I know I showed you a pretty bad one here. And then here's an after picture, just it all cleaned up, gone, out the door, right? Makes it feel good. You're looking at a picture, you would rather see that. And I know you see pictures online and you see these things. Like, I don't know what the realtor's doing, but you definitely don't want to have them out. Number 5, it's a really particular one, but removing centerpieces, it's a must for photos. Get everything off the tables, because centerpieces are a thing to watch out for. Remove it from the table, especially in the dining room and kitchen. They may look pretty, but also makes the space feel cluttered. Really for eye space for photos, because then you can't see past it, because you're usually using a wide angle lens. But for showings, it could be okay. But a clear table allows buyers to imagine how they use the space and helps them focus on the room and not your decorations. Okay, so here's a picture of that, of a dining room with something on the table. And compare it to now this picture with kind of nothing on the table. You can kind of feel the difference. It feels lighter. It feels like inviting. Next, we're going to remove personal pictures, okay? It's a must for photos, and it's distraction. It's really a distraction for showings. I think it could be a deal breaker sometimes, because personal touches are what make the home feel like a home. But when it's time to sell, they stand out, these personal touches. They get in the way of getting that best offer because you want it, right? And one of the most crucial steps in preparing your home for sale is to remove these personal pictures. I know it feels like stripping your life away, but trust me, it's an essential part of the staging process. So why is that? When buyers walk through your home, they want to envision their life unfolding, I said it many times, within this walls. Your family photos, your vacation snapshots, your graduation portraits can unintentionally interrupt that vision. So instead of focusing on the spacious rooms and the beautiful finishes and natural light, they're like looking at your lifestyle. I see it all the time when buyers go through. It just pulls them out of the experience. So What you want them to see is this blank canvas. I said it many times. Paint the picture of their future, imagining their home and their people, their friends and their moments in the home. But don't stop at just taking down the pictures. If removing them leaves holes in the walls, or take them time to fix it, fix those holes, okay? Leave a clean, smooth surface, and you don't want to be leaving holes in the walls, okay? So these minor imperfections, like these holes, may seem trivial, but to a buyer, I think it can signal that the home hasn't been properly cared for. So a quick patch and a fresh coat of paint kind of gives the impression that your home is well maintained and move-in ready. That is what a buyer wants, exactly what the buyer wants. Okay, so here's a few things. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this room, but you see on the shelf there's the personal pictures, and then we got rid of all the stuff, and we also took the pictures off the shelf as well. So I have better examples of this one, but this is not a bad example of just a room when we saw it in the beginning and they wanted to leave all that stuff on the right. I'm like, no, we can't leave. We got to get rid of it. Number 7, clean out the closets. You definitely need this for showings. But for photo shoots, sometimes this is where we hide all of our stuff in the closet for the photo shoot. And now, except for like a large walk-in closet, you definitely want to photograph that. So they might seem like an afterthought closets when preparing your home for sale. I have some clients who are like, oh, I'll stuff everything in the closet. I walk in and like everything's falling out of the closet. You don't want that. It's not just a symbol of storage. It's a symbol of space and organization, ease of living, and it shows how you lived. They want to see it nice and organized. So clean out your closets, okay? In the world of real estate, less is more. And that couldn't be more true when it comes to showcasing closet space. So when buyers, they peek in the closet, they're not looking for things to fall on top of them. They're just looking for somewhere to hang their clothes. They're looking to envision their level of organization and how easily their belongings will fit into your home. So if your closet is crammed and full of clothes and shoes and boxes and random items, it sends a message that there isn't enough space in the house. It could make the home feel like less functional. So by cleaning out your closets, it reveals your true depth and size of the closet, and all the storage space opens up. It becomes more abundant. So here's a picture of a closet. Yes, it's kind of a mess. They were kind of packing and moving, but that's what I saw when I came in. And as an extreme, it's all gone. Now, sometimes we definitely would leave things organized in a closet. These people just happened to leave the house. They were out as vacant. But you would just put things nicely, neatly in the closets. Number 8, get your home professionally cleaned. And this is really, really for showings. Now, for pictures, sometimes you don't see the dirtiness of the house. And clean is always underestimated. Most people try to clean it themselves, but having your home professionally cleaned, I mean every inch, like if you're detailing your car, you do the motor and everything, including the basement, everything. Cleanliness is one of the most critical elements of creating a lasting first impression. Buyers notice everything. And a spotless home, it sends a message. Doesn't this look beautiful? It's a message that the home has been well cared for and meticulously maintained. They don't want to see how you lived, believe me. Look at your house now. Would you actually be showing this to people to buy it? No. Think about it. When buyers are walking through, they're evaluating far more than just your layout or the size. They're looking for signs of how you treated your home over the years. So dust on the shelves and fingerprints on the windows or grime in the corners can give an impression that other things could be wrong, like the plumbing, electrical work, or structural issues in the house. They could have been neglected as well. So on the other hand, you have something that's sparkling and professionally clean. It kind of just suggests that the home is in excellent condition from top to bottom, inside and out. Feels good. And I'm not talking about just surface cleaning, guys. Every detail matters. Floors have to shine, windows gleam, inside and out the windows. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And even the often forgotten areas like baseboards or light fixtures or hard to reach corners should be pristine. Like if sometimes you have a 2-story foyer and you have that little ledge where the window is, and you're upstairs and you look over, you can see all this dust and cobwebs. Yeah, that too. So deep cleaning, a professional cleaning, I can remove years of built up dust and dirt. Just leaves the home feeling fresh, inviting. And this level of attention not only enhances the aesthetic appeal, but I think it always gives the buyer some confidence that they're looking at a home that's been truly cared for. Number 9, paint the walls. Talk about this at length in my paint colors video. We need it both for showings and for the photo shoot, especially for the photo shoot, because we need to see the contrast between the walls and that white trim, okay? Walls, we should paint it a light color. Our color now is Revere Pewter. It's kind of a mix of gray and beige. It's a lovely color, but something that's trending now, but never white. White walls, white trim, doesn't show well in pictures, but a neutral, fresh color that's modern, something that appeals to buyers, something that's out there like in the sample homes they're showing right now. It shows a really warm, inviting feeling. You know, if you have wallpaper, take it down. It just gives a fresh coat of paint. It's just really worth the effort. Now, if you're enjoying this video, which I hope you are, give this a little like, smash the button, and also subscribe. Looking to get about 600 subscribers for the end of the month. Could really use your support. Makes a difference. Give a girl a subscribe and share this channel with friends, okay? So also I have the paint color video you might want to see, Magic Colors, where I break it down for you. All right, so let's look at the before picture of a room that's kind of painted like a light beige. It doesn't pop, and stuff in the room too. Don't look at the stuff. And then the after picture, just that nice shade of grayish beige with a white trim. You can see the color contrast here on the walls. Really important. Buyers love that. Number 10, remove old wallpaper. Now this is really important for photos and for showings. However, because if they don't like the photo and they see wallpaper, they might not come into the house, okay? And if you have old wallpaper, it's time to say goodbye. Remove all outdated wallpaper. Come on, paint those walls a nice color. We talked about our Revere pewter color. It just dates the home. I don't see a lot of wallpaper as much anymore. It's harder for buyers to imagine their own space, especially in today's world. It just gives it a modern look. It's something more appealing to buyers. So just give me an example of, here's a home, one of our clients' home that had wallpaper, had valances, all that stuff. And you can see it's kind of busy. And now the picture of it gone, it looks amazing and eye-catching. Actually, this home was on the market before with another realtor. They took these pictures, it did nothing, and we sold it with like days after it came off the market. It was hours probably, because we just helped her get this room looking better. And all the rooms in our house and had wallpaper. Number 11, wash windows. Oh my gosh, it's so important. Inside and out, like in that little part there, you know. You can get away with it sometimes for photos, unless you have a seal broken. But when you prep your home for sale, windows are definitely one of the most overlooked areas. They can affect how your home is perceived, okay? So wash your windows inside and out. I'm talking in that little part where the windows open. Oh yeah, it's so important there. It's neglected, very neglected. Go look at your windows. You know, you want clean, streak-free windows, you know? Allow the natural light to flow in. More brighter, more spacious, more inviting. Even a small detail can make an enormous difference in the way potential buyers view your home from the windows. Sometimes you have that seal that's broken. Sometimes we're going to get that fixed before. If it's cracked or broken, or have damaged frames, all that must be fixed or replaced. They're just a red flag for buyers because they give you an impression their home hasn't been maintained. So what else is wrong with this house, right? Raises concerns about energy efficiency and safety as well. Broken windows shows buyers that you haven't taken care of your home. You have to make it ready for them to want to move in without any immediate repair or headaches, okay? It just assures the buyers that your home is in great condition. It reduces their hesitation to put in an offer. So this picture I'm showing you, it had a seal broken. You can see from the other pictures, it is shadowy, it's different. But when you see the after picture, you can see the big difference. All the windows are clear and you can see through. Very important. Number 12, remove packed boxes. It's great for photos, but would never take a picture of a room filled with boxes. You know, it's really important for showings because it can take out from the space. So if you started packing, great, but those packed boxes shouldn't be in the house during showings most of the time. Unless you have a big house and big basement, you want to remove them, store them somewhere else, like in a storage unit or someone else's basement. It's payback time. You can store it in your kids' houses, right? Boxes can make a space just feel really cluttered and smaller, and so just get them out of the way and keep your home looking its best. I don't have a particular photo for this one. It just seems anything that's clutter is bad, okay? 13, clear out your attic. Oh my God. It's great for photos to show a large empty attic, as most people want and need storage, and that's one of the major reasons why they're moving. They want more space. An attic can be a little tricky though. For clearing it out, you want to make it look as spacious and clean. So, well, it's not really a primary area. It does hold incredible value in buyers' eyes. It's called storage, and that's why people are moving, because they're moving to get more space. So when they look at your home, not just thinking where they're going to live day to day, they're thinking about the storage, functionality, long-term usability, okay? But so a cluttered attic raises red flags. It gives the impression that the home lacks adequate storage space in other areas, or worse, if the space has been neglected. And they start to question too, whether there's some hidden maintenance issues such as poor insulation or pest problems or roof damage lurking behind the clutter, okay? But if you have a tidy, well-organized attic, it really ensures buyers that the home I feel has been, you've been properly cared for your home and just from top to bottom. So here's a shot of an attic that we took with a bunch of stuff. Like as soon as you walked up, it's like right in your face. And then here's a photo of an attic that's just cleaned out. It looks great. All done by our handyman, and our hauler guys really worked hard at getting this together for us. Number 14, get a new welcome mat. And here's some exterior touches as well to talk about. First impressions start at the curb, so don't overlook the exterior of your home. Get a new welcome mat and put some flowers by the door. These kind of small touches, what they do is they make your home feel inviting before buyers even go inside, and for photos especially. Spruce up your landscaping. Mulch, flower beds, trim bushes, plant some seasonal flowers. If it's winter, consider putting some fake flowers at the door to add a pop of color. I love doing that. So here's a before picture. I was taking a picture of a step, and then you can see this kind of old, cranky looking welcome mat, and then picture taken by the photographer. You can see they got a new mat, and the step looks really good. So this is just one example of making sure your mat is new. Number 15, clean out the garage. Oh my gosh, it's a game changer. This is one of the most important areas to clean and paint, and it really is a secret weapon of mine. Sometimes we just do that for houses, and we definitely want it done for showings. It feels clean, it feels good. For photos, maybe not as important, but we don't even sometimes have to show the garage picture, but it's really good to have it. It shows cleanliness. Always overlooked, always overlooked. So clean out the garage, sweep down, wash the walls, paint the walls off-white, paint the floor gray or some tan color, get a clean, polished look. Just makes the buyers feel that your home is well-maintained and ready for them to move in. So take a look at this picture here of a garage. It's kind of cluttered, floors and walls need work, needs help. And now here's a picture of the garage after all cleaned up. Looks great, doesn't it? Number 16, spruce up the basement. Oh my gosh, it's so important, especially if it's unfinished. One of my hot tips for showings and for pictures, it just feels good. It's like the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae, It's a big selling point if they're cleaned and well maintained. Clean it out, sweep it out, wash the walls, paint the walls. Ceiling is free of cobwebs. Everything is free of cobwebs. Paint the floors and walls, like I said, give it a fresh, clean look. Buyers see potential for extra living space, and they want to make sure it's working for them. So in this picture here of the basement, it needs oh my God, that's scary looking, right? And then we have a picture of the after. I would say your basement and your garage are your two areas. They're my secret weapons. Sometimes it's all I do when something doesn't sell, and plus do all my other marketing that I do. But one of the big things that we definitely do, and spend a couple $1,000s on fixing up of the basement and the garage, and it just sells. It's amazing. So if you have a great home, and my home is great inside, everything's perfect, usually a garage and basement isn't great. There's always areas, basement, especially garages usually, I would say 99% of the time, needs a little bit of staging. Number 17, tidying up your utilities. What does that mean? Around your utilities, what does that mean? You definitely want this for showings. So don't forget about your heater and your water heater and all your electrical, everything in that back closet. If you have an oil tank, you want to paint it. No cobwebs everywhere. Take all the cobwebs away from your utility area. You want to be spotless. Shows you've taken care of your home. Gives buyer extra confidence in making that offer. Whatever it is, it's about presenting it well, maintained, move-in ready. Definitely get all the cobwebs out of that back basement area, along the wires, everything. Just look up, you can see them everywhere. Number 18, getting there, kitchen cleanup. Oh my God, it's for photos. It's very important to show off your kitchen. You just worked hard all these months of getting your house ready. Now it's your photo shoot, the most important time for your listing. It's going to get you the most amount of money. And also for showings. Now for showings, some things can go back on the counters, but for the kitchen, the most important room in the house, basically, needs to be spotless. Remove everything from the refrigerator, all those magnets, except for maybe our magnet, and clear off everything on top of the cabinets, take everything off the countertops that you don't absolutely need for showings, and of course make sure the kitchen is squeaky clean. And range, if you need to get a new range, it's important. If it's awful range, get a new one. Get a new oven, so important. Microwave. Clean, clutter-free kitchen. It's a huge selling point. I can't say that enough, okay? Here's a picture of a kitchen. It's kind of cluttery and then just stuff everywhere. And as you can see here on the after, we just removed most stuff from the kitchen cabinets. We kept a couple things there, but yeah, from the countertops and everything, it looks great. You can see things now. Number 19 is bathroom refresh. Now, it's a must for photos. And for showings, people don't want to see or smell or feel what you're doing in your bathroom, okay? It's a personal area. It's another space where cleanliness is absolutely key. getting a new faucets or getting a new shower head, or just removing everything from the vanity and shelves. And the toilet seat's important. Maybe get a new one or a new toilet. Declutter the shower, the tub. No bottles and soaps open. Don't forget to organize under the vanity and clean it out. And fresh, clean bathroom can make a big difference in how buyers feel about your home. Okay, really important. I talk about this in my other video as well. That's one of my tips. Here's a picture of a bathroom. It's a little messy in there. And here's a picture after. Open and airy. Boy, you can see the difference. More inviting. Do you see that? More inviting than the others. Number 20, we're getting close. Remove decorating themes. My gosh, it's a must for showings and photos. People don't want to see your theme, when it comes to selling. It's just a turnoff. Just anything like Western theme or duck theme or flowers theme. I don't know. They need to see a neutral space where they can imagine their own style. It's not today's style, guys. Themes aren't today. You might have really nice furniture and decorations, but just tone it down. People need to feel like they can afford to decorate the home like you have. It can hurt your chances of selling. So if you have this luxurious house, all these great stuff in it, people don't start off that way, they end that way. So we just need to tone it down a little bit. I don't have a particular picture to show you of that, but just you can envision that. Number 21, soft music and lighting. This is for showings, guys. Set the mood for showings. Have soft music playing and turn all the lights. It might cost a little bit more electricity, but it's kind of worth it. Soft music creates I think a calming atmosphere. And then good lighting makes you feel the home warm and inviting, getting all those light bulbs bright and changed out. Just makes the buyers feel at home the moment they walk in. And number 22, exterior touches. You cannot forget the exterior by mulching and trees and bushes and landscape the property. If you notice any cracks in the walkways, or just repair them. Power wash the home. Don't forget to repair the deck or paint the deck. It's really important. We do a lot of this in our last video, so check that out. But the exterior is really important. We like to do that picture ahead of time, so getting the exterior done first is really important. Here's a picture of the exterior of a home. It definitely needs something. And then after we got a power wash. This is just a home that, just that little bit of power washing. I mean, we sold that home for like $20,000 over asking. Number 23, electrical repairs. For showings possibly, but this will come up in a home inspection report. You really don't need to get it done until after, if you decide to change some of these electrical things. But you're selling a certified pre-owned home, because we do home inspections on all of our listings. So we want to make sure the GFCIs receptacles are within 6 feet of water replaced, because you're going to have to do it by most townships. Or frayed electrical wires, that is really important. I've seen a lot of that. It shows the buyer that you've done what you need to do to keep your home up to date and secure and safe. So here's a picture of a GFI outlet. It's just something that this is different from a regular outlet, and because it shuts off when it comes next to water. Really important. Phew! I know these are long videos, but they're really good ones. A lot of content. This is what I do when I sit down with somebody, spend an hour with them. These are my secret staging guidelines. Sell your home fast and for top dollar. Follow these tips. I'll guarantee you're pretty thrilled with the results. And staging is all about creating space where buyers can see themselves living. Remember that. It's making your home feel welcome and spacious and well cared for. I think a lot of sellers today understand that more than before. 30 years ago, people didn't understand that at all. So thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, like, comment, definitely subscribe. I need your help. Share this video, and see you on the next one.